So first, let's start out. How would you describe yourself in the entertainment industry?
Well, I am my name, Evan the Show. Like you've heard, second bit entertainment and different stuff like that. I do a lot of things, but to sum it up, I'm a media personality. I hosted my own show, Grossbusters, on MTV. And right now I produce a lot of my own content, Evan on Everything, the News Rant, and I got a lot of other things in the works.
That's amazing, and congratulations from beginning MTV Grossbusters. That is so amazing. Great concept, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
I appreciate that.
Yes, you're very welcome. I really want to talk about the beginning stages for you because you went to a high school that was media related. So how long did you know what you wanted to do with your life?
It's funny because I did go to arts high school here in Newark, and I didn't know that that's what I wanted to do. I always tried to get into the television program, but for whatever reason, we kept changing principals. But I actually went in as a piano major. So, yeah, like, right.
Okay, that wasn't ready.
Yeah.
All right.
So I went in as a piano major. Always liked and enjoyed making people laugh and being the center of attention to certain people. Some people would say I was shy there, but one of the guidance counselors there introduced me to a program. It was a radio program. It was an opportunity to hurry up and get out of school and get some college credit. So I went to the radio program at Essex County College. It started out with about 30 people. It ended with 2. It was me and some other guy.
Wow.
And yeah, that's how it began.
Wow. So what would you say it was like going to a school that was media related and you took piano classes, you did things involved with radio? So how was it with the curriculum too? Like you guys had a regular?
Yeah, pretty much regular, like, math, science, we had gym, all of that stuff. But we had 2 periods of our majors. So it would be like a piano class and then it'd be like a music workshop where you learn like theory and things like that. And I mean, it's pretty much the same thing with all the other majors. We had dance, we had art, we had people that were actors. Michael B. Jordan went to my school. Tisha Campbell, Melba Moore. Yeah,
oh my God, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And then also, I wanted to ask you because I saw on your YouTube channel you can sing.
You think so?
Yes, I absolutely think so. Let's talk about it for a second. You never did anything in high school with that?
No, I grew up in church.
Okay.
Right. My parents are actually pastors. So if you're in church and you're a pastor's kid, if they can't afford a musician, that's what's going to happen. That's your job.
That
so that was
you.
me. Right, exactly. So I guess I appreciate that compliment saying I can sing. I think I do okay. I can hold the note, but I wouldn't say, I'm out here with that. You know what I mean?
Right. I just had to check in. And then, so you started out on the radio as well with the gospel radio.
Yeah. I started I won't say the name, but I started at a radio station. Things didn't work out there. And I went to another radio station. Things didn't work out there. So I just took matters into my own hands and started doing stuff like Spreaker. So I was podcasting before, like podcasting was like really popular. And I remember even a lady telling me like, yo, one day you're gonna get on the real radio. It's funny because now today she's podcasting. So it's just like, right. It's funny how it turned full circle. So like when you were doing that online radio, people didn't take you seriously, but now it's just like a thing.
Right, and that's really true. I know a lot of people who started out with the online radio and they didn't have a following yet because nobody really knew what it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not yet at least. And then, your content on YouTube, you're producing so many things and are all wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I really want to talk about Auntie Annie's though.
Okay.
How did that come about and what was that like for you? Because that's really different. I haven't seen anything like that.
So the crazy thing is I actually auditioned for that. And honestly, I wasn't going to go to the audition. And I'm saying, I wasn't going to go to the audition. I'm just like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. And they called me up and were like, are you still coming? I was actually late.
Oh.
So they were like, are you still coming? So I was like, all right, I'll come down. So I got there in about 20, 30 minutes, came in there, did my thing, and they loved me. And we have Auntie Anne's Trick Shot Challenge, the Twisted Creation, and hopefully some more stuff to come up. So that's pretty much how I came about. It wasn't my concept or anything. I just got hired to, to do that.
Okay. That's dope. Well, one thing that I know was your concept is the Weekly Snap.
Oh, right. Now, Weekly Snap, I can't take all the credit for that. That was my idea and my concept, but my boy, Blockwriter, he came up with the name for Weekly Snap.
Okay.
So, we just tried to progress and make it a little bit different, and now Weekly Snap is now the News Rant. So yeah, we just changed up the name, and
Okay.
yeah. So that's what it is now. So it's basically just ranting about the things that happened during the course of the week.
Right, which makes the most sense. What would you say is one of your favorite topics that you discussed on there? So much.
Anything that has to do with politics, and I may not seem like that type of person where I'm just like super into politics,
You don't.
but
Not at all.
but anything that has to do with that, I'm really passionate about.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw something about Trump, and I was surprised on your page because you don't seem like you're into
Right.
politics at all.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, all right.
You talking about the New York one when I was in was
Yeah.
that Central Park? Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised, but that was cool.
Yeah.
So out of all your shows, what would you say is your favorite? Because you're on an MTV show, you also had a radio experience, you've been on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite platform?
I think, to be honest, I mean I love being on other platforms, but I like being in control of my own content. And if I had the opportunity to be in control of my own content with another network or something like that, I'd be happy because I like the creative juices to flow.
Right.
So anything that involves me where I like being in front, but like behind the scenes, yeah, that's a good thing.
That's where to go. That's where it's at. So talking about producing your own content and you being in charge, which is great. You also work with MTV Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell them a little bit about what that show is about?
Well, Ghostbusters is basically a show where we go into millennials' rooms. We pretty much pick out all the nasty things in their rooms, and we make them clean it up. We make them do like a walk of shame, and then if they do all of that, we give them a dope upgrade.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, like Pimp My Ride almost. So it's like Pimp My Ride meets Room Raiders.
Okay, that was a clever idea, and I have to ask you, what was 3 of the funniest or most gross experiences you've had on that show?
They were all equally gross. But I have to say, one was Miami. I can't remember the girl's name right now, but one of the girls in Miami, she was putting boogers on her wall and they were like a decade old. Right.
Yeah, I need to bring a psychologist on that.
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
Then we had, now I remember Darius's name. He was a character. I'll give the other 2 to him. One, he only brushed his teeth twice a week. Right, and then he said he just wipes it with water when he's in the bath, and he just wipes it off. Then he had bed bugs in his room, right?
Yo.
And the final thing really was him picking up a piece of fish and biting into it and had been there for like 2 or 3 weeks. Right.
Oh. Whoa, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Nah, that's real nasty. So how do you get through this? Like, how do you walk in those rooms without,
Oh no, I'm very honest. If something's bothering me, I would say it. I'd be like, oh, this is gross. I've actually walked out of people's rooms. I've done that. They tell me I gotta come back because I do have to get a check. But
Right. You kinda
but at the same time, I mean, there's been people that have gotten sick and weren't able to film and different stuff like that because those conditions, they were real. You know what I mean? So I got through it. I kept my mind on the money part.
Yes, mine.
And that's how I got through it, really.
Wow, I mean, that sounds fun.
Yeah, overall, fun. The production team was great. A lot of great people. Even the people that were on the show were great people. I had a couple of experiences where, people were jerks, but overall, just a great experience.
That's awesome. So I want to ask, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I hope to be, I don't like comparing myself to people, but just for the sake of people like understanding, doing what Ryan Seacrest or Steve Harvey or Nick Cannon are doing. They're able to not only just be in the front, but be in the background as well and executive produce and different things of that nature. And that's what I'm working on for Evan the Show's brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And if you could give anybody any advice that would like to be a host, be in entertainment, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, what would you say?
Oh, just practice. I started out in my mom's office wearing shades in front of a webcam because I was that nervous. I had on shades. But anything you keep on doing and you keep doing correctly, eventually you get better at it, and it just becomes like second nature. It's not an easy job. It's not a lot of. It's not always highs. There's a lot of lows as well. It's just keep that in the forefront of your mind, like what your goal really is, and I think you'll overcome it. You'll prosper, and be consistent. Don't stop and start and stop. Don't do that.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows it. She's like, nah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Consistency beats pretty much even the most talented people in the world. So
Right, exactly.
it's Evan the Show all across the board. You can type that in. It's Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. Evan the Show.
Thanks for tuning in.